Are able to see the screen now?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay. So this is the problem. Next problem. A cam with 40 mm minimum diameter rotates at uniform speed of 1200 rpm and gives an reciprocating motion to a roller follower of 20 mm diameter as a minimum radius in rotating in clockwise direction. Okay. The first condition of the follower is follower to move outward through 30 mm during 120 degree of cam rotation with uniform acceleration and retardation. So lift takes place for 30 mm. Stroke length is 30 mm, 120 degree of cam rotation. Next is follower and the motion condition is uniform acceleration and retardation. Next is follower to dwell for next 60 degree of cam rotation. So it is stay in that 30 mm height only for next 60 degree rotation of cam. Again, follower to return to its starting position during next 120 degree of cam rotation with uniform acceleration and retardation. Same type of uniform acceleration and retardation. It will come back to its original initial position. Then follow to dwell for next 60 degree of cam rotation. Another 60 degree, it is stays there only. Okay, it won't move. So then again it will continue for next cycle. Okay, then it will lift for 120 degree. So the motion of condition is uniform acceleration and retardation. Okay, so for to solve this problem, so we need to note down the data of what is the speed 1200 rpm, base diameter of cam 40 mm. Again, this is the diameter of roller is 20 mm. Okay, 20 mm and stroke length is 30 mm. So then theta L 120 degree uniform acceleration and retardation. Again theta D1 dwell 1 60 degree. Then theta R means return. Okay, 120 degree with uniform acceleration and retardation. Next is second dwell is 60 degree. So this is the problem condition. So now to draw the cam profile, so we know that first we should draw the displacement diagram. Okay, so to draw the displacement diagram, these parameters are very important. One is stroke length and these parameters means lifting angle and condition, return angle and condition means motion condition here. Okay, these are these five data. So stroke, theta L, theta D1, theta R, theta D2. These five are the important parameter and these five we are going to consider. When you draw the cam profile, there we are going to consider the base diameter of the cam, diameter of the roller, then what is either it is passing through the same axis or it is offset. Okay, so these two parameter and these parameter we are going to consider for when we are drawing the cam profile. But when we are going to draw the displacement diagram, we are going to consider these five parameters, means these parameters. Okay, so for lift, stroke length, angle, condition of motion, again 12 angle, then return angle, condition of motion, then 12 angle. Okay, this stroke and these four angles we require to draw the displacement diagram. Okay, so I will take the solid edge software to just explain that. You have to do that manually. So here I will explain using that software. Okay, na? Okay, shall we continue?
So for third internals, we'll have this diagrams also, sir.
Yeah, here in third internal only one chapter, right?
Yes, sir.
So you will get cams.
Okay.
So what I'm planning, so here we need to give for 6 months. So that I will discuss that later. At the end, I will discuss. Okay.
Yes, sir.
Regarding test, I will at the end I will discuss.
Okay.
Okay. So now I will go to the software. Okay, you have to do manually. So, but here I will explain using software. Okay, are you able to see this screen? Hmm? Shall we continue now?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So now I told you, so we are going to draw the displacement diagram by using just one rectangle box, right? So what is the length of the rectangle box is angle and height is stroke. So for 360 degree, I told you it is feasible to consider 2 degrees is equal to 1 mm. Okay. So now just I will go to the, I will use the line command and I will draw 180 mm line. That is, then height is, what is the stroke we have? Stroke is 30 mm, right? So 30 mm height. Okay, this is the box which we are going to consider to draw the displacement diagram. Okay, na? Okay. So now here this length is total. I told you this length we are going to use is angle. This one is stroke. Okay. So here we are using the angle 180 degree. So for that I considered, sorry, 360 degree total angle of the cam. So for I have considered 2 degrees equal to 1 mm. So I drawn 180. Now you divide that according to what is the lift, what is the return, what is the dwell. According to that you have to divide. Okay. So for that, first is theta lift is 120 degree. So for that 120 degree means here we need to consider 60 mm. Okay. So this is actually 120 degree. So I will write 120 degree. Okay. Na? So now next is theta d1 is 60 degree. 60 degree means I need to draw 30 mm. 30, just you can divide that for 30 mm. Use compass or, okay. So you can divide that into the 30 mm. So it is angle is 60 degree. Okay. So next is theta return, that is also 120 degree. So you divide that for again another 120 degree. Okay, is it clear? This is left 120 degree, theta d1 60 degree, return 120 degree, again theta d2 is 60 degree. Is it clear?
Yes, sir.
Okay, so now once you have divided that, now we to get the distance, actually listen carefully, this line is Okay, whatever the baseline is there, this line is camp surface. Okay, if you are consider one disk, the circular surface of the entire 360-degree are divided. So to take the distance from this base circle, so we need to draw the line. Okay, so I hope you may remember. So we have used uniform velocity. Okay, uniform or constant velocity. So for that we have drawn directly from here to here. Is it clear? Correct? In previous problem. You
Yes,
remember?
sir.
Okay. So
Yes, sir.
now, so in this case, this is uniform acceleration and retardation. For that same procedure, first you divide into 6 parts. Okay. So here, just I will in when you are doing manually, use appropriate method to divide that, because now it is 120-degree means it is 20-degree each, six part. So 10 mm, 10 mm. You can draw it. Okay. So now I divide it into 6 parts. 0,
Sir, why
1.
6 only?
It is feasible. You can use 4 only, or you can use 8 also. But even number division. But if you are use the 6, that is feasible, because if you are use the less number of lines, you will get less number of points on the circle, this one, cam profile. So you can't able to draw the smooth curve. If it is more number, it is very difficult to draw that. So more number, it will take more work also. Okay.
Okay, sir.
3. Okay, now I divided into 6 parts. So now I am now you should remember. So this is uniform acceleration and retardation. Okay, for this uniform acceleration and retardation, for example, if it is uniform velocity, I will start and we will end here. Correct? What we have done in previous problem, right? But here in uniform acceleration and retardation case, what we will do, we are going to divide the midline. Midline means this is the here 2 lines, here 2 lines, this is the midline. So we are going to divide this midline. One minute, 1 minute.
ನೀವು ಕಾಣಿಸ್ತಿರೋದೆ ಕೇಳಿಸ್ಬೋದು.
Okay, so we have divided this into the 6 parts. So this is the third line is the midline. So you divide this midline into the same number of parts what you have divided in the horizontal line. So I have divided 6 parts. So here you divide into 6 parts here also. Okay. So now this is what you have, the height is 30 mm. So you will get 5 mm each. Okay. So manually you cut into the 5 mm arc. So you draw the horizontal. It is not necessary. Sorry, it is not necessary to draw the line. Just you have to mark the points here. Okay. So here you have to mark the points. So I will use the arc. There also take the compass. You divide that into the 6 parts. Okay. So this is 5 mm each, right? Manually, it is very easy. Just you put the scale, you make the points on each 5 mm. Okay, so totally, how many number of parts you are divided? You divide that into the same number of parts. Okay. So now you check again, you mark the points. So this is 1, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. Okay. So now is it clear up to this step? Is it clear?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So now in this method, just what we'll do, this is the third line, right? In midline we have divided. So before midline we have 1 and 2, correct? After midline we have 4 and 5. Okay. So you have to join this from 1 to 0. Okay. You from this point, again from 2 to 0. Okay. So 3 to 0 if you are joined, so here also it will come on the same line. Okay. Na? So that's only we won't bother about that. Here, so you can see here, you can up to 3. So here from 4 to 4, 5, 6. So these are after this 3 line, right? So again, see here, it will go to same line, it will go to this point because this is the midline. Okay, then from here to here, from here to, okay, na? Is it clear? Is it clear? From
Yes, sir.
from all whatever the midline is there, before midline whatever the points you have, you join to 0. After midline what you have, you join to last point, 6th line. Okay, 0 line and 6th line. So now this intersection of this one line, what you are used, 1 and this one line, this intersection point, okay, this is the 1 dash. Are you able to follow? This intersection of this one line and this one line, this midpoint. Okay. This is 1 dash, then 2 line and 2 line. This is 2 dash. Okay, na? Are you able to see the points? Then similarly, 3 is here, 3 and 3 here only, so it will come on this point only. Then 4 and 4, this line. Okay. Then 5 and 5. Okay. So now, just take the smooth curve. So you draw the curve line to join these points. Okay, actually this is 1 dash, this point is 1 dash, then this point is 2 dash, and this is 3 only, this is 4 dash, 5 dash. Okay, na? Then here it is 6 dash. And this is actually this is the point of 3 dash. 3 and 3 dash are on the same line. Okay, is it clear? Now you draw the join the curve from here to here. Okay, na? You got this?
Yes, sir.
Okay, so now this is the curve for uniform acceleration and retardation. Okay, similarly, this returns also takes place in the same condition, right? Okay, so now from this point to this point is same here only. Now again, I will draw this uniform acceleration and retardation for the return also. Okay, so same thing, use, say you have to follow same procedure, you divide into 6 parts. Okay,
So the retardation will be the mirror image only, sir.
yeah, mirror image only. So again, you will get clear idea. Once again, we will draw that, right? So you will get clear idea. That is just mirror image of that one. Okay. So now again, you have to divide the same parts here. So first, this is descending order 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and 0. Okay. So now in the midline, you divide the midline to how many number you have divided here. So we have divided into 6. Here also, I will divide into 6 parts. Same way, you put the points. So here, I mention this is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and this is 6. Okay. Okay. Now, same way here, Before 3, what are the points you have? 4, 5, 6, right? So this 4, 5, 6, join this to this line. Okay. So from 4 already it is horizontal line. From 5, you draw the line. Then from 4 also, you draw the line. From 3 also, you draw the line. Again 3, 2, 1, 0. You join to this point. Okay. Same procedure. So here it is the mark the points, mark the intersection points. So 5 and 5. This intersection is 5, 4 and 4. This intersection is 4, 3 and 3. This is the intersection point 2 and 2. Intersection point 1 and 1 is the intersection point. Okay. So now use the car. So before that, so this is the point of, what is this? This is 6 dash. This is 5 dash. This is 4 dash. This is 3 dash. Again, this is 2 dash. And this one is the 1 dash. Okay. So now join the lines. Okay. So this is the curve. Again, Okay, this is the displacement diagram. Is it clear? This is the displacement diagram for uniform acceleration and retardation. Will you go to the cam profile now? Okay, so just cam profile, we have drawn this curve to measure the distance from 1 to 1 dash, 2 to 2 dash, 3 to 3 dash, 4 to 4 dash. That's it. Okay, in previously uniform velocity also we have done same procedure, same thing. Okay, so now this time we are in this problem. This is the roller follower with 20 mm roller diameter. Okay, so we will use that one. So first, have to draw the base circle. Okay, of diameter is 40. Okay, now so draw the base circle. So next is we have to consider the condition whether cam profile follower axis passes through the axis of the cam or offset. Okay, so I will consider the radial follower, means that is the axis of the follower is passes through the axis of the cam. Okay, so then you draw the axis line from this center. Have to draw. Thing is, this the in case of previous problem. So once again I will check that where is the previous problem. Okay, see here in this problem, initially we have drawn this profile, right? We have drawn this knife edge follower, but in this case, this is the knife edge, the roller follower. So we have to place the roller here. How we are going to place the roller? The diameter of the roller is 20 mm. So from this center, so this from this intersection point, you draw the radius of the follower length. Okay, what is the diameter of follower is 20 mm is radius is 10 mm. So draw the 10 mm. Then you take the circle, you take this as the center. So you draw the roller, which is the diameter is 20. Okay, na? So this is the roller. Okay, is it clear? This is the roller. So okay, na? So this is the roller. Okay. So now we are going to use the same procedure what we have done in previously. So this is first we have to divide into angle wise. Okay. So what is the angle? So initially it is 120 degree, right? You draw this one line. So the angle between these two is 120. Again another 60. So I hope it will come here only. This angle is 60 degree. Again, one more line from this line, again 120 degree. So now we need to divide. Okay, we need to divide this portion from here to here is the sixth number of parts. Okay, so just you can in manually you divide 120 degree, you divide into 20 degree each, you draw the line. Okay. Okay, so we have divided this into 6 parts. What? How many parts we have divided here? Here we have divided into same number of parts. Okay, so now see here. This is the center point we have. Okay, we have the center point. Okay, so for that we need to draw one more circle. Go to circle. This is the center point. So radius is this much. This diameter, this radius plus this radius. Okay. So totally what is the radius? It becomes 30 mm. 20 mm is the base circle radius and 10 mm is the radius of follower. Okay. So I will take this as the center. So we have drawn the circle. Okay. This is the circle that will pass through the center of the follower. Okay. Is it clear? So now you make the points on here. Instead of doing the points on base circle, you mark the points here. So this is actually 0 we have considered. This is the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Again, this is also 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. So we have divided. So how we have the points according to that only we have divided here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Then 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. Okay. So now you measure this distance and cut an arc here. That is the simple. Okay. So first I will in manually it is very easy. Take the compass, take measurement from here to here, then place this one as the center, cut an arc. So here it is bit double procedure. We have to measure the distance between this line and this point. That is 1.67. Again, distance between this line and this point. It is 6.62. Maybe this is it will come 15 only. Okay. Again, distance between this point and this point. It is 23. Distance between this point and this point, it is 28.33. So just you have to measure this. Okay. So in manually it is very easy. Directly you take the compass, you mark the point and you place the points on. Okay. So now I will take the compass. This intersection is the center. It is 1.67 is the radius. it will give the very small one. You can able to see here. So it has given this is the 1.67 point. So next is 6.62. So take the compass. This 2 as the center. 6.62 is the radius and R. Okay. Then go to center point. So next is 15. Next is 23.33. Next is okay. Another one is last is 30 mm. Okay. So now first I will finish up this portion. So same portion we are going to use here. Once you finish, once you took the points, okay. Once you took the points, these are the center of the rollers from 0. Again, this is, what are the points here? This is 1 dash, 2 dash, 3 dash, this is 4 dash, this is 5 dash, and this is 6 dash. Okay. So now again, so here, see here, you can observe this is the center of the roller. Okay. So this is the cam base circle. So we are use this roller to get the tangent for this roller. Okay. So now this is the 0 is the center of the roller, 1 dash is also center of the roller, 2 dash is also center. Okay. For that, you have to draw the circle. Okay. Either you can draw the full circle or you can use the this one also. What we can say? Arc also. Okay. So here for this, use this as the center. What is the circle radius? Diameter is 20 mm diameter. Then again, this is the center. Here also you draw the circle, and here also you draw the circle. This is the circle. Here also you draw the circle. Then okay. So now once you draw this
So
line,
20 mm is the diameter of the follower.
yeah, roller follower. This roller.
So the same radius we have to draw for all the points.
Yeah, because see, this roller will rolls like this. Okay, this will rolls like this. Okay, on this profile, I will show now why we are going to use this profile. This roller draw here. If I draw the circle directly, so we can't say that the roller will roll on that particular line. Okay, for that
Yes.
reason, what we will do, we are going to draw the first roller, then we will draw the tangent for this one. So if it is tangent means that is it is having the contact with roller, right?
Yes, sir.
Okay, just you can go to the curve also. So from this point, tangent. So you can have just in the in your manually just use the freehand sketch. Okay.
Yes, sir.
Otherwise, we'll draw the tangent circle. like this. Okay, so now okay, so just you draw the smooth curve. Then after this, so I think we're facing bit difficulty here. Manually, you can just you join the lines, tangent lines using smooth curve. Okay. Okay, so you can draw that manually. Similarly, here also, we know that 6 to 6 dash, 5 to 5 dash, 4 to 4 dash, 3 to 3 dash, 2 to 2 dash, 1 to 1 dash. Same like you measure the distance, you cut an arc. Okay. Okay, from the center, this is 30 only. And uh, okay. So now once you draw this one, same procedure. Okay. So just you have to draw the circle using that as the center. Okay. So just I will take the center. This is 20 mm is the diameter. So similarly here, this is the line, this is the line, intersecting point, and this. Okay. So then similarly, you draw the smooth curve here. Okay. Just you go to the curve manually, you draw the tangent curve, it will touch these lines like this. Just I will draw the straight lines. You can draw like a curve. Okay, like this. Just you have to draw the curve. Okay, na? So then here also. This is the cam profile, what you are going to get for the roller faller. Is it clear? Is it clear?
Yes, sir.
Okay, so I will share the notes. I will share the notes also.